When I think of somebody who deserves the Home of the Innocents Hero Award, I can't think of anybody other than Christy Lucas. She is very selfless, genuine. She's always positive, optimistic, and she has the best heart that I've ever encountered.
Christy is a foster parent with Home of the Innocents, and she has 15 kids. Very full house. I've honestly never known anyone who is so dedicated to fostering.
Words cannot describe how wonderful Christy is. She's a light in a dark place at times. She is always stepping up to help out.
I have never met a person who has a heart so full of love for children that are not her own. She is absolutely amazing.
When I first met her and even heard about how many kiddos she had and how she juggled all of it, I was like, I have to meet this woman. I have got to learn her secrets.
So I desperately wanted to be a mom. I have the best parents. I grew up with the best sisters, the best family. My parents were very dedicated to us, and I definitely wanted to be a mom because I feel like I had the best role model in my mom. So struggling with fertility issues, that was devastating because that was my dream, was to be a mom. And with being a social worker and seeing all those kids in foster care and seeing all those kids split up into different homes, I knew that I could make a difference by taking in sibling groups. In the beginning, it was difficult because I went from no kids, not being a mom at all, to having 3 in one day. And the things that they came with, the baggage they came with, the trauma they had endured was things I didn't see personally in my life when I was growing up. There was a lot of learning, a lot of learning, a lot of training, a lot of learning, a lot of support, especially from Home of the Innocents.
Just a typical day in the house when I'm there. The kids come in from school, put their book bags down. Christy already has snacks laid out on the counter ready to go. There's kids asking questions. You never see frustration with her. It's always, well, let's sit down, let's talk about it. And I think that her responding the way that she does to these kids allows them to want to open up and feel vulnerable with her.
She is just so very patient and so very kind, and I feel like she's really someone that all moms could look up to.
I've seen her work with children that are difficult and have a lot of behaviors people don't understand, and Christy connects with those kids and she meets them on their level.
Christy's home is like a well-oiled machine. Regardless of a trauma that a child has been through, they come in, they fit in. Not only does Christy wrap her arms around them, but because of the love that she has given all of her children, they all wrap their arms around them. They're very accepting.
I think that's one of the big differences about our home is that everybody in our home has been in foster care. Everybody knows what it's like to be removed from your biological home to come into this home. So everybody's like all hands on deck. And so we're trying to raise a whole home full of helpers to break that cycle of abuse that they were at risk of repeating, and to be just better human beings.
We have respite when a foster parent needs a break. Christy's always one of the parents that comes to mind, and so any way possible that she can help, she's always willing to do that.
Having Christy there for me has meant a lot. I maybe needed a few extra breaks here and there from the kids just to help gather myself and do some healing. And it just means a lot to have a person who is genuinely there for you and your children and loves your kids as much as you do and is able to help in that way.
So I've adopted 10 children from foster care, and I've got the opportunity to see them thrive and grow into their personalities, and get to see them grow and change, and see how that with time, dedication, and support that they can overcome a lot of the things that they had initially when they came.
So being a single mother, I have a 4-year-old little boy, and just seeing how she does everything, I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna be like her. I can do this. I only have 1 kid. So just watching her, I think she's a great role model of a mom.
I say it over and over and over again. I have the best kids. The kids in this home are so nurturing. They're so loving to other people. They have the biggest hearts. Seeing the world through their eyes and hearing their stories and seeing how they overcome everything. I couldn't imagine not having the kids. I think that they are the true heroes. I know that they're like, I'm the hero for the home. I'm not the hero for the home. The kids are the heroes for the home. They are the ones who are overcoming all the trauma, and are going to change the world.
What makes my mom so amazing and so awesome is that she is basically a superhero. She's a super mom, but instead of saving buildings and burning houses, she saves children and their lives and their happiness and puts them in a forever home.
That's how you do it.